Is there anything in your past relationships where if the man was more aware of himself emotionally or more vulnerable that you guys would still be together?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Like there would be conversations that, needed to happen rather. And even they would start out fine, but then once it would get to the point where it's like he had to get a little bit vulnerable or like he had to open up or he had to maybe even admit wrong, it would blow out. He couldn't do it. It was almost like this fear of, and understandably, of like this fear of admittance to, having maybe like a bigger responsibility in the problem than once thought, or, just having that vulnerability of like, oh, I'm the problem. Yeah, and that's a really hard thing
You're like, then I have to do stuff. It's a really hard thing.
Now. Yeah, so it's like, I get it, but like at some point in your adult life, you have to do that and you have to overcome that. And I feel like if that ex was able to do that, we probably, maybe we'd still be together.
Yeah.
Because they showed effort and they showed initiative.
Yeah.
It's necessary.
Yeah. Because there's even like... Because if you actually go back and see like why you can't admit to being wrong or things like that, it's usually something within your childhood where it's like if you were wrong, there was consequences, or like if you weren't like if you didn't take care of yourself in a way like a know-it-all or things like that. It's usually some childhood stuff. Because I had one where I was like a know-it-all, where I was like, I have to know everything and I can't be wrong. But it was more coming from like, because when I was younger, they told me I had a learning disability, but it was just ADD. So I was like, I'm broken. So I need to learn everything to make sure I'm not dumb. So I was like, then I realized, I could be better in relationships and hear other people's point of views instead of being like, no, my way's best.
But I
had to do the inner work.
You had to do the inner work. You had to have that awareness, and that's such an attractive quality in someone. Because you're like, I don't have to do it for you. Because also at the end of the day, you can try to do that for someone, you're not going to be able to.
Yeah, no.
You can walk a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.